Hello and happy Magical Monday. It happens to be an extra special Magical Monday because it happens to also be the new moon in Gemini. And it is Memorial Day, and it used to also be called Declaration Day when I was growing up. And so I just want to honor all of those who have served this country or any country in a time of war and or have served this country and lost their lives in the name of service. So we just want to tell you thank you for your service. We love you. Sending energy also into anyone who has ever lost someone. So sending energy, love, and light into the field today as we celebrate those who were decorated for their heroic behavior or even non-heroic that lost their lives in the name of our great country. And so moving into more of the Gemini new moon, we are finishing up the energy of Mercury retrograde as we move into this new moon. And so some people may have already felt the lightening of the energy, and it will get lighter as the week goes deeper. June 3rd is when you can actually start feeling the Mercury retrograde completing, and then it'll be a full 2 weeks before it's completely out of shadow. So right now, you may be doing your new moon work, but you also might want to hold off for a couple of days because Gemini does rule Mercury. So it does have kind of that effect of it's new moon and you might be seeing some ups and downs. Gemini is a sign of both up and down energy. So polarities, night and day, day and night, but also for me, masculine, feminine, action, non-action, rest. Anytime we're in a retrograde, look at recalibration and reorganization. And I really feel that in this new moon, a lot of people are ready for a renewal, a rebirth. And so I really want to encourage everybody to continue the rest piece, continue the restoration piece, continue to just really be super aware because we have some heavy energy in the solar storms right now. So I'm using a lot of citrine. I'm wearing a citrine bracelet. I'm wearing a citrine necklace. I'm wearing citrine earrings. Thank you, Tabitha. Some of them were gifts. The bracelet came from Loving Thyself Rocks, and it is literally one of my favorite pieces of jewelry. And the earrings were new for my birthday. So I got to give some shout outs for the thank yous. But what that means, what I'm trying to say is ground yourself. What kind of crystals do you think you might need to help support you in all of this energy? I'm also wearing some morganite to just kind of make me open up my heart chakra. So right now I'm feeling like crystals are super duper supporting me. And there's where Venus is really opens up the solar plexus and that seat of divine power. So we're really holding our authority. We're holding our sovereignty. We're looking at what that would mean to us is to how would you hold your sovereignty in yourself? How are you being asked to step up into your own personal seat of power? And that, for me, one of the best and easiest way is to take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and remember who you are. So, and just recalibrate, reorganize, remember. So when we're in those, moments where we have a choice point, remember who you are. Remember who you could be if you've never been that before. Also, just make the choice for your own sense of well-being above all others. And I don't mean be narcissistic and hurt someone, but I would say that if you're watching this, you are probably more likely to be the giver than the taker. And it's possible to overgive and to be in the sense of I'm not worthy to reclaim my power. I'm not worthy to take the rest. I wouldn't want to say no because it's someone else needs me, but sometimes you need yourself. And that's sort of the energy that we're in right now is what do you personally need? And how does that relate to you on your own level? And so we've got a really, really clean week. It gets cleaner and cleaner as we go along. There is a lot of solar energy going on, a lot of solar flares. There's a big conjunction with Mars. So right now, what I would say is it's about staying in alignment. So whether you're trying to get something new going, and a lot of people are, and there's a lot of that energy, rebirth, renewal. We're not quite at the summer solstice, but we have kind of started to move out of the Beltane energy. We had that big eclipse season. So the good news is we have now moved out of the major eclipse portal, although you will see it 30 days from the two eclipses. So we're at 30 days from the solar eclipse. We'll be, the middle of the month will be 30 days from the lunar eclipse. And so you'll see ramifications of that because this is now the Scorpio and Taurus eclipse cycle, which you'll see it big time again in the fall. But right now there's like a breath of fresh air. And so I do mean breathe and recalibrate, because this is as Mercury gets direct, as some of the other things move into new stations, this would be a time for momentum. And you really probably are just in the starting aspect right here, but momentum will be going forward as the month of June gets going. You've got the 6-6, which this year has a really cool numerology. And I want to reclaim the 666 because we have 666 or 6/6/2022 next week, next Monday, actually. And I'm super excited because I will be starting my retreat with Rachel Chase in Mount Shasta. So I will not be here on Magical Monday like normal, but we will have a recording going up right at 6 o'clock. So I am pre-channeling a channeled message for you that'll come up. It'll be here on Soul Circle. We'll be putting it up on Facebook, as well at the Facebook Soul Circle Facebook group right at 6 o'clock. And then we will also be placing it on the YouTube channel. So as always, if you are interested, make sure if you want to see something live on Monday night, go to the Soul Circle Facebook group and become a member. And if you want to make sure you never miss anything, you can always sign up for the newsletter because we've been putting them out the next day. So if you ever are like wanting to miss it, there is the YouTube channel, so you can subscribe and never miss anything. But if you want to be live, normally it's live at 6 o'clock on Mondays, Eastern Standard Time. However, next week on 666, we will be doing a very, very special pre-recording, and I will be sending the energy from Mount Shasta to be sending an activation energy to you from the root chakra of the planet. So I'm pretty excited about it. And I'll be there. It's been something I've channeled for quite some time, that I was being called to Mount Shasta. And we have a group of 15 powerful healers, women, that are going to join in a absolutely spectacular 6/6 activation. But let me talk about that 6/6 because I know that there's the devil's number. We have had that number kind of turned around in history. And right now we are rewriting history. We're rewriting her story. And the reason why they wanted to disempower the number 666 is it is a feminine divine power number, just like 22. 22 is a Mary Magdalene number, a master builder number. It's a number of the feminine divine. So we do have this massive feminine divine energy this year. The 6 has the power of the collective, also energetically feminine, but it is also very balanced. And these numbers fall into Tesla's 3, 6, 9 numbers, which are the key to unlocking universal patterns. So the numerologists are just loving this particular energy. And so if you add it up, it is 6 and 6 make 12, and then you add the additional 6 and it makes an 18. So that turns into 9, the number of completion. And we really want to keep in mind that that is wholeness. So you're completing a cycle, you're looking at the wheel, when you're looking at the wheel of the year, the wheel of life, the spiral, this is a number of completion, but it is also a number of wholeness. 18 is very sacred and whole, and 666 is the energy of the feminine empowerment. So when we're in that feminine empowerment, of course, once upon a time, the patriarchy tried to take that away from the powerful masculine and feminine divine, because men were told that they couldn't have feminine emotions, that it wasn't okay to feel or just suck it up, buttercup. So we're really trying right now to heal the masculine side within every woman and the feminine side in every woman, and the masculine side in every man and the feminine side in every man. So understand that this is not about only healing women. This is about healing everyone into the sense of equality, into the sense of when we are whole, when we're whole as a woman, that allows us to have the masculine energy of action and the feminine energy of receiving. When we're whole in our masculine, it's in balance. And the same goes for men, that they can receive. And so this heals our money wound. This heals our mother-father wounds. This heals our abandonment wounds, and ultimately brings us the lesson of oneness. That energy of wholeness is the energy of total wholeness. So completion, as in I am whole. There is nothing to fix. There's nothing to heal. There are ways to expand and become limitless and grow, but I am one with everything. I'm one with the divine. I am one seeing myself as the divine. Through my work, a lot of women have a hard time seeing themselves as part of the energy of all that is, the creative life force substance, because they have been using the word God, the masculine word for the energy, and they can't see themselves in that face. And also we have men that are not necessarily connected to the feminine because it isn't safe, that they could be made fun of, or it's not okay to cry or be less than. So we want to heal that chasm, which is what I will be bringing forward for you next week, for the 666 or 66 2022. And so I'm super excited about that channeling, and it'll be right here. And I want you to think about it this week as we're going into the new moon. What chasms do you need to heal to feel whole? What story, money story, do you want to rewrite? What relationship story do you want to rewrite? We were even talking about the money game and not playing the money game anymore today. I was with Mecca and we were talking, Mecca and Marissa and I were talking about we don't want to heal our money game anymore. It's already healed. It is no longer a game. It is a limitless opportunity. So we don't have to heal anything. We receive what is divinely our sovereign right. We exchange, give out what is also our divine right to give. So whether that's an energy of barter or whether that's an energy of receiving, or whether that's even a joy of paying my bills. You know, you want to, when you're paying your bills, you want to, instead of go, I'm just, it's bill day. I've got to pay my rent. I've got to pay. Instead, bless it. Bless the payment to be coming back to you. Bless the payments to be blessing, even if it's a bank, a loan or a credit card or a student loan. It is paying someone somewhere. So you are blessing with any kind of payment. You want now to see anything going out as an opportunity for it to be limitless, for everything going out to be coming back to you tenfold, 100-fold, limitless, that anything that you have been blocking out of unworthiness or undeservingness or guilt be released, that now is the time to practice the energy of receiving, to practice the energy of giving. And that includes paying for services. It includes paying someone if it means that they're better at doing something than you are. And being excited to give them this money, give them this paycheck, give them this Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, even now connecting to the energy of cryptocurrencies and other kinds of forms of exchange. And you also want to tell your guides about the new forms of money. Sometimes angels and guides, they don't necessarily know all of what we have going on in the current money realm. They're still, thinking about when we were exchanging a chicken for a piece of wood or whatever in the barter system. So you want to show both your higher self and your angels and guides and the beings that are working with you on the other side that an exchange of energy can come in through these different exchanges like Cash App or PayPal or Venmo or Zelle, that you're receiving exchange of energy through getting a paycheck direct deposited or mailed in, or whatever way you receive. Show them as a visualization so that they know how you're open. It was huge when I showed, like in my mind, instead of seeing checks, which most people don't use, I started seeing myself getting paid by PayPal, which is my usual payment system. When I started showing my guides numbers in the PayPal in my application system in my mind, I started having more of an opening. So open up all your channels to receive and show also to those beings that you're working with on the other side that you're open to all forms of payment for all kinds of things. And then secondly, one really fun thing to do is tell them what you don't want to be stuck doing or paid for. So if you're, this comes directly from, I want to say it's The Science of Getting Rich. I can't remember which book. It might have also been, it could have been The Science of Getting Rich, or it could have come from Well, I think that's where it came from. So anyway, the point I'm going to make is that show what you are willing to do for payment. So if you're like for example, I am not as excited about exchanging hour for hour, dollar for dollar. I'd much rather teach. Although I do love to do some sessions, I would prefer to teach, because then it's that whole give a person a fish and you feed them, but if you teach them, they will eat forever. So I prefer to teach. So I'm showing that my exchange of energy is based on teaching, although I do love to do some coaching. That's always a really fun thing for me, and some independent things. So show them all the things I do, and then actually tell them what I don't do. So I no longer do trade shows as a psychic reader. I'm not interested in going and traveling around doing psychic readings, but I am happy to go and lead a tour. So like, I'm super excited that I'm doing the Egypt tour over the winter solstice. So by the way, if you are interested, we have already sold 2 spots, and it is a limited group of people. We are going right over the winter solstice. We do have a view of the Karnak temple as the sun rises on the winter solstice. It is 7 days on a boat down the Nile. It is all the great temples. It is Christmas dinner at the Four Seasons. So it's all the things. So if you're interested in the Egypt trip, do connect with me. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to hop on a call with you and share all about it. In fact, just if it's something you're really interested in, this is the time. I won't tell you that it's going to be there forever. This is the most amazing trip I've ever put together. If you are feeling the call home to Egypt, now is the time. So that's just the example of what lights me up. And if you'd have told me 10 years ago that I would be doing this, I would have said, I don't know how, and it's not possible. But when I took out the it's not possible and I don't know how, and I manifested that I wanted to see the world and activate the planet and activate people and be a healer and be a teacher and make an impact and make changes in people's life, that is what I decided to do when I became a theta healing instructor in 2010 through 2012. When I was doing all those classes, that was my vision. My vision is exactly what I'm doing right now. But then it still seemed like a far cry. But I told them what I wanted to do, how I wanted to be paid, and what I wanted my life to look like. And I've only got like 1 or 2 little things that I'm still manifesting that were not on that list from 10 years ago. So I'm still waiting for the beach house, and I don't think that's very far away. But I think that's just because I have so many things that really keep me in Orlando, because I've been given a lot of beautiful beach manifestations over the last few years. So I'm still getting a beach house, but just not in the way that I expected it to. So when you stay open, you get a lot of opportunities. So make sure there's a manifested beach house. So I see some faces here. Kim, I was literally just asking about you. I don't know if you could feel me, but I just wondered how you are. So hello, Kim. Hi, Anita. Hello, Emily. Wow, there's a lot of great people. Mecca, Ashley. Happy, beautiful day. Elisa. This is a great group of people. Wendy. And if I missed your name, it's just because they're going by too fast. But I want you to embrace this summer as this, I'm declaring this summer the summer of miracles. Last year I called it the summer of love, and it really was. So this year I've declared it the summer of miracles. Let go of your how. Skip how your miracle is going to happen. Get really, really clear on what you want it to feel like. And keep in mind that there's got to be the emotion of, this is good for me, and this is what I'm willing to do. This is what I am not willing to do. Show me how. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because in the energy of gratitude, manifestations are rapid. They're just rapid. So let's just take a deep breath in, connect. It is an air sign. Gemini is an air sign. So let's just connect to the breath of life. Connect to this Gemini new moon. And feel yourself moving into the energy of, I am a miracle. And miracles are happening to me. I'm creating miracles for others. And I allow into my world miracles. And just feel that in your physical body. Allow it to be made done in the highest and best way. Bring it into your body in every single cell of your body. Allow yourself to magnify to the vibration and calibrate to the calibration of, I am a miracle. I receive miracles. I give miracles. I'm the answer to other people's prayers and requests. And I do so with love and joy. And I, in that, receive what I need. That it's easy and it's fun and it's graceful. And I get to be living my dream life with grace and ease and love and joy. And it can happen easily. And if I am holding on to the how, or if I'm holding on to the when, or I'm holding on to anything that stops me, I release that right now without a doubt. And I recalibrate to the energy of, I am worthy, I am deserving, and this is already mine. It's already mine. It is done, it is done, it is done. Through time and space, through dimension and reality, I connect to my miracle, my manifestation, my allowance, and my worthiness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. And just take that in through every cell of your body, time, space, dimension, reality, levels, and languages, releasing any resistance from past lives, earlier part of this life, versions of you that didn't believe it was possible, and just come into the energy of gratitude and manifestation and miracles. And so it is. And so happy Memorial Day, happy holiday, happy Miracle Monday, happy new moon on Monday, which I just love. And so in the energy of Gemini new moon, just hold out for that, midweek turning point where this is a turning point. Middle of the week, we have the moon, and this is the new moon miracle. And then midweek, we have that changeover for Mercury retrograde going direct. And we should feel really a lot more manifestations and miracles starting next weekend and into the June full moon and summer solstice. We'll go into the summer solstice. Lisa, I am going to see that is done for you. That would be amazing. So hello, everybody. Hello, Martha. Yes, I could live on both coasts. I'm all about that. Hello, everybody. Have a wonderful time. But this is a great week. Next week's a great week. Basically, the month of June is a great month for for really getting clear on what it is you're miraculously manifesting. And again, I'll see you in a few weeks. Next week, we have a recording from me for the 6/6 activation. The following Monday, we have a guest speaker, Ms. Mechanism, will be coming in to give you some full moon activation, and I'll be back in a few weeks when I get back from Mount Shasta. So sending you all my love and all my support, and just have a magical time this week. And I love you.